Imagine it, your first day at Hogwarts. You're clutching your quill and parchment, your robe's a little too big, and your heart's pounding because, well, you're about to learn real magic. But here's the thing, do you actually know what classes you'd be taking? Most fans think it's just potions, charms, and defense against the dark arts. Nope, the Hogwarts curriculum is way bigger, and some of these classes will blow your mind. Let's go through every single subject, from the iconic to the downright obscure. First up, the core subjects every student has to take. Transfiguration. Honestly, probably one of the most dangerous classes in the school. McGonagall makes it look easy, but Transfiguration is about changing the very essence of something, turning a match into a needle, or worse, a creature into something else entirely. Get it wrong, and you could create something half-formed and suffering. It's brilliant, but terrifying. No wonder Dumbledore himself once taught it. Then you've got charms, taught by Professor Flitwick. If Transfiguration changes what something is, charms gives it new abilities. Wingardium Leviosa makes things float. Accio pulls them to you. Silencio shuts someone up. And here's what people forget. Expelliarmus, Harry's go-to dueling move, is a charm. So it's not just fun and games, it's actual battle magic. Potions, the one subject that probably gave every kid nightmares thanks to Snape. It's all precision. Chop a root wrong, stir counterclockwise instead of clockwise, and suddenly your cure becomes poison. But at the same time, potions can do almost anything. Felix Felicis for luck, Polyjuice for disguise, Amortentia for obsession, even Draft of Living Death. And this is where Herbology ties in, because most of those crazy ingredients come straight out of the greenhouse. Speaking of which, Herbology, Professor Sprout's specialty. People underestimate it, but this class is literally about wrestling with plants that bite, strangle, or scream loud enough to kill you. Yet it's also life-saving. Remember those mandrakes that cured the petrified students in Chamber of Secrets? Yeah, Herbology saved the day. Defense against the dark arts. Ah yes, the cursed job. Thanks, Voldemort. No teacher lasted more than a year, which made Harry's generation's education, let's say, inconsistent. Still, in theory, you're supposed to learn to defend yourself against curses, hexes, and dark creatures. But honestly, Harry's secret Dumbledore's army lessons probably taught more practical defense than the actual classes. Astronomy, the only class guaranteed to keep you up past midnight. Wizards really believe the stars and planets influence magic, like potion timing, spell strength, and divination. It's one of the few subjects that overlaps with Muggle science, but still gets a magical spin. History of magic. And let's be honest, this is the one you'd probably fall asleep in. Professor Binns literally died in his sleep and just kept teaching. But despite being boring, it's important. Goblin rebellions, giant wars, the creation of the Statute of Secrecy. Basically, all the messy politics that shaped the wizarding world. And for first years only, flying. Just broomstick basics, but this one class changed Harry's whole life, making him the youngest seeker in a century. Now by third year, you get electives. Care of magical creatures. Basically, Hagrid's dream come true. You'll meet hippogriffs, thestrals, and yes, blast-ended scroots, because Hagrid doesn't exactly know the meaning of safe. Divination. Ah, Trelawney and her endless prophecies of Harry's death. On the surface, it's tea leaves and crystal balls. But in reality, the subject actually covers astrology, dream analysis, palmistry. And don't forget, Trelawney made two of the most important prophecies in the whole series. Ancient runes. Think of it as spell linguistics, deciphering magical writing that might unlock forgotten powers. Naturally, Hermione was obsessed with it. Arithmancy, magical number theory. It sounds dry, but it's one of the most complex and fascinating studies at Hogwarts. Basically, wizard numerology, predicting, measuring, and shaping magic through numbers. And then there's Muggle studies. Honestly, meant to bridge the two worlds, but under Voldemort's rule, it turned into straight-up propaganda. Normally, though, it's just explaining how Muggles survive without magic, electricity, governments, all the stuff wizards find baffling. If you stick it out through OWLs, some advanced options pop up. Apparition, magical teleportation, taught by ministry instructors, but be careful, mess up, and you risk splinching, which means yes, you could accidentally leave your eyebrow behind, or worse, a leg. Alchemy, rarely taught, but when it is, it's huge. It's the study of magical matter transformation, the kind of work behind the Philosopher's Stone. Not exactly casual learning. There's Ghoul studies, which sounds hilarious, but is technically about the magical pests that tend to live in wizarding households. Magical theory. More academic, diving into why spells even work. Basically, wizarding science. Healing magic, which is basically wizard medical school. Because someone has to patch up all the Quidditch injuries. And the niche stuff. Yes, Hogwarts apparently had music, complete with the frog choir. There's also mentions of earth magic, wizarding art, even xylomancy, which is literally divination through tree branches. Honestly, at that point, it feels like Hogwarts was just throwing electives at the wall to see what stuck. So the next time you daydream about your Hogwarts letter showing up, remember? You're not just signing up for Quidditch and butterbeer breaks. You'll be memorizing star charts at midnight, dodging Devil's Snare in the greenhouse, risking life and limb in potions, and maybe, just maybe, catching a glimpse of your future in a teacup. So tell me, which subject would you actually want to take? Personally, I'd risk Snape's wrath in potions just for a chance at brewing Felix Felicis.